Are you kidding me? The guy asked for something spooky.
Is it a gun that sucks balls?
I'm the farting demon in this relationship.
I'd be an awesome rich person.
You're both just an embarrassment.
God, I'm awesome.
We're talking Tom Hanks and his vehicle.
Yeah, I had my finger in my mouth waiting for you to finish.
You gotta get 4 balls or something.
Like dick piercings?
No, you know damn well I'm fucking that demon.
Still sexy. How could that be close and not be
Yeah,
right?
just kill some random dude.
His wishes.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail with all unnecessary and appropriate backlash. On one side of the table, we have Chump Slap.
He spent $100 million on a campaign to legalize tomatoes, which I assume worked because I had a tomato yesterday and I'm not in jail, am I?
And on the other side of the table, Dr. Syintist.
I hope your fun little time on the internet was worth your whole fucking family.
My name is Poppascotch, and as I always say, let me tell you something. I haven't even begun to peak. And when I do peak, you'll know because I'm going to peak so hard that everyone in Philadelphia is going to feel it. Welcome to Plotty Time. So let's start where we always start. Dr. Syintist, what have you been playing? What have you been watching? What have you been doing? How's the men's right rally? What's going on?
Nice slip in there.
Yeah. Well, I'm all right, I guess. What I watch? Well, I did see the rest of Stranger Things, the last 2 episodes.
Oh, yeah? What'd you think? The 2.5 hour episode?
Oh. I mean, did everybody watch it?
Yes.
Spoiler.
Spoilers for Stranger Things, but I think by now it's been out for like a month.
Yeah,
so
probably.
It's your fault.
Yeah.
I mean, it was still good, but it seems like they could have gotten away with like 4 1-hour episodes instead of the...
Yeah, there was no need for making me sit there for 2.5 hours.
There's a lot of like side things they could have just easily cut out, and then characters that didn't need to be there at all, and they were kind of just... Like, I'm not sure going to Utah had anything to do with the story, that they couldn't have done it an easier way. Or why did they break out of prison and then break back in? They could have just cut out that whole part of the story and just left them in prison.
Well, there's a reason, right?
Yeah, there's a reason.
They were doing it to try to help the kids?
Yeah, but they could have just stayed in prison. Like, it doesn't need to be in the story yet.
Yeah.
No, I know what you're saying. I think that is a little bit silly, especially when they make this whole big deal about breaking out, and then he breaks out, and you're like, oh, this is great. And then all of a sudden he's back. Like,
Yeah.
And plus he broke out earlier to the same spot, but everyone, I guess, was so busy fighting the fucking thing they didn't go after him.
And like the guy on the with the plane that betrayed them, they could have cut out that whole part because he just ended up with them at the end and didn't really do anything.
I mean, I just didn't like the whole Russia situation. Like, everything that happened. I mean, Hopper's great, obviously. Fucking, what's his name? Brent Gelman. He's fucking great.
He's so awesome.
I'm not complaining about the characters there. I'm just complaining about the...
Right.
And like...
I don't know. It could have been better.
I'm not exactly sure what like Will had to do with the story at all, or like Dustin or Lucas's sister. Like, they're all just extra characters that are there to just do random stupid things.
Will's going to have something big.
Yeah, but he didn't do a thing in this one. Like,
He painted a picture, dude.
He was the focal point for like the first 2 seasons.
Yeah.
And then
And now he's just kind of hanging around.
Yeah. Like, if he wasn't there, you probably wouldn't have noticed.
Well, they got to have him in there to tug at your heartstrings. Like, oh, this poor gay kid, and he's can't tell anybody.
Yeah, like the whole...
Yeah, but still.
I know, it's so annoying.
The whole thing where he was talking about, you're the heart, man.
Yeah.
And like,
That whole situation. That's the whole reason he was in this season.
that's the whole reason that Dustin was in it too. Just so when that guy died, you're like, oh, it's sad.
Oh, yeah, you feel bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that guy, Eddie, was fucking awesome. That's a shame they killed him.
Yeah, I missed Eddie. I was
Yeah,
kind of
Eddie
upset
was
he
the
died.
coolest guy.
Yeah, they do that every year. They bring in someone, then they make you like him, and then they kill him, like they did with Sean Astin
Yeah.
Yeah.
as, what's her name? Winona Ryder's boyfriend.
And they could have just let the redhead girl just die. I mean, what the fuck? Now she has all these broken limbs.
I just assume she's going to come back as Vecna in season 5.
Yeah, there's got to be something to do with she didn't die and Vecna,
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think everyone assumed that Vecna will be back next season, and it'll be another throwdown. But it's like, why wouldn't you make sure he's dead?
Yeah, they did all that shit, and then
It,
he just disappears.
they kill him, and they're like, oh, yay, we won. And then the whole thing like blows up the town, and then it's like 2 days later, and everybody's out of the upside down somehow.
Oh, and I love how stupid the fucking town. It was a fucking earthquake.
Yeah, it's a big X-shaped hole in the ground.
Yeah, there's fucking like hell coming out.
I kind of liked that part. I kind of liked the fact that this is now beyond these children. Like, this is a fucking town ruining event.
Yeah, but why is the town all just like, oh yeah, it was an earthquake?
Yeah, and they're like, oh, let's hang out
I don't
in
understand.
this auditorium.
And then they're like, oh, all those deaths were satanic rituals, but this one girl survived with all these broken bones and fucked up eyes.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, and they're still going with the satanic ritual.
Yeah.
It's like,
it doesn't make sense.
yeah, that part's fucking dumb. And I really didn't like the fucking basketball player militia.
Well, that's another
Yeah,
part that didn't
that
have to be in it
fucking
at
annoyed
all.
me.
Like they didn't do anything to the story.
They just showed
No.
you how hateful some
They
people
just
are.
yeah, it added like an extra 45 minutes to the whole season, and that's about it.
Well,
It's like, I understand, like, you didn't have to have them and keep them in there after we established that fucking Lucas is with the cool kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just showing him on the basketball team, and then it kind of did it.
yeah.
Yeah, or the partying afterwards. They shouldn't have had that guy's girlfriend. I mean, if she dies, whatever, people had to die. But they shouldn't have had him, like, pining for her or all that shit. And if someone was going to go after Eddie, like, thinking he murdered the girl, bring the two cops in. They're fucking awesome. They were gone this whole season. Since Hopper was gone, the cops were here for, like, 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't even remember their names. Just the dude with the glasses and the black dude who's the sheriff now.
Yeah.
And like, how did they get out of the Upside Down? Because the Upside Down was like ripping people apart and stuff as it was like earthquaking.
Oh, as it was like blasting out
Oh,
or
yeah,
something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
And what did they do? Just jump through the holes and didn't get incinerated? Like,
I don't know. Maybe because I just assumed because they were in the Upside Down, it was affecting the outside world.
but
not
still,
the
they'd have
Upside
to
Down.
get to the outside world.
Through one of the holes. I assumed. I don't know. I don't have a good answer for your question. That's just what I assumed.
Well, anyway,
I think it was still good though. I'm glad I
yeah,
watched
I
it.
mean,
Yeah, it was all right.
it was all right.
I thought it was upsetting.
I was just,
Thought the rest of the season was better.
it could have been cut down to about 5 or 6 hours.
And what happened to that girl that 11 hit with the roller skate? She never came back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and what about her fucking sister that we found in like season 2 and just
yeah.
She's
talked
just
about
kind
it
of just
again.
gone.
Yeah,
She could be helpful right now,
exactly.
especially when Elle didn't have powers. How do you not try to contact her when Elle doesn't have powers?
Who knows, man?
That was just. I assumed when we saw that episode where they were in like was it Pittsburgh? I think.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that.
And she was hanging out with that group. I just assumed that this was all because it was like a 1 episode thing. That they were just gonna come back to it someday and like bring her in as a big gun for a big fight one day. I guess they're saving it for the end. If they don't ever bring
Maybe.
her back, I'm gonna lose
They
my shit.
probably won't, dude.
Yeah, they probably won't.
They're like, oops, that was a mistake.
Oh, we couldn't get the actress back, so
Yeah,
shit.
whatever.
Anyway, that's our take on Stranger Things.
Hey, can't wait for season 5. So
I also saw Thor this weekend.
The new one,
Yes, the new one.
Love and
Thunder.
what do you think? I heard mixed things.
It's pretty great.
Okay. I mean, I don't know.
It's
I didn't see
brand
it.
new. I don't want to spoil it for anybody. I don't think you saw it yet. I don't even know if you care.
I mean, I don't know, man. I'm trying to still care about Marvel stuff.
But it's
It's too much.
not as Shang-Chi is probably still the best one that's come out since Endgame, but this one's pretty close. It's
So it's up there, but
it's weird after seeing Doctor Strange and seeing this one because Doctor Strange was kind of like horror-y tilted,
oh really?
and then this one's more of comedy.
Well, I thought Thor's always been kind of funny, right?
The one thing, not always, but
Well, yeah,
recently,
yeah.
I do like how the Thor movies, the standalone Thor movies, are just like him in 80s world, and everyone's fine with it. I'm fine with it. I think that's fun.
Yeah.
They kind of did Gore the God Butcher kind of dirty. I wonder if they're going to bring him back, but
Yeah, I heard a lot about that.
yeah, because
No, I didn't hear anything. I heard that like
in the comics he's like super powerful, and they kind of just beat him in this. But
Yeah.
the criticism I heard was that it felt like too disjointed, and it was just like a bunch of random things. Like, but I don't know.
I don't think so. I mean, it's a Marvel movie. They're going to be jumping places to place, especially space.
Sure. I mean, I didn't see it. I'm just saying
Yeah.
what I heard. But you give it a thumbs up.
Yeah,
All right.
it's pretty good.
All right.
What did I play? I played an old game called Indigo Prophecy.
Indigo Prophecy.
Why do I know that? I've heard
It's-
that.
Pretty sure it was made by Quantic Dream,
Why do I know that name?
the people who made Heavy Rain and
Oh, right. Yes.
Beyond Two
yes.
Souls, but it was a predecessor to them. The QTEs are terrible.
Like, what do you mean terrible? Like hard?
Hard to do. I have it on the easiest setting, and I still miss some of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like they're too fast, or
Yeah. And they're not all the same timing. Like sometimes you have like 1, 2 to do it. Other times like do it right away. Nope, missed it. You have to use, there's ones with the L's and R's, but they also use the analog sticks. Like you have to press 1 up, 1 down, or left and right, double right and stuff. And it's kind of
that's annoying.
So it's just like controls or what you don't like about it?
Yeah. But other than that, it's a great story.
Yeah.
It always comes up as like the best stories in video games.
Like it starts out with you're controlling a guy in a bathroom and you're kind of like,
Ooh, sign me up.
Yeah, right?
you kind of like, you can tell you're being taken over by someone and controlled by someone else. And you kill this guy in the bathroom and then you're kind of like back to yourself.
Interesting.
And then you play as that guy and 2 of the cops that are trying to catch him. And he's trying to figure out what's happening to him. And I just got about halfway through it and it took a turn I didn't see coming. It was pretty good.
Snap.
I enjoyed it.
All right.
But
Dope.
yeah. If it's still for $5 on PlayStation, get it.
So is it like Heavy Rain? Like
Yeah.
Same gameplay and shit.
Yeah, it's a narrative story. There's
Yeah.
lots of ways you can die.
All right.
Once I figured out I could quit to the main screen when I lost a QTE and go back, I stopped dying as much.
Nice.
But that's all I did. What about you, Scotchy? What'd you play, watch, do?
I actually went back and there were 2 games that I was trying to get my 31 nums in January for that I skipped and didn't finish.
Explosion?
It was Gun Crazy. I got the platinum for that.
Oh.
That's a fun game. I liked it a lot. And Batu Ba Batu.
Oh,
Got
yeah?
the num on that. It's like a puzzle game.
Oh, yeah? Did you have to look up some answers?
He probably followed a guide.
Yeah.
No, it was just you had to keep doing it until you got it. And it came to the point where it was like, it's like a puzzle game, and I kept trying to do it, and I think it was like get 15,000 points or whatever, and I kept getting like 3,000. And then all of a sudden it clicked, and it's like, oh, I'm supposed to be planning for things ahead, not just clearing pieces off the board now.
So you weren't thinking of it like Tetris. You were just trying to...
No, I was just trying to like get them off the board, and they were more points if you had a bigger block to get off the board.
Right.
It's fine. It's a fun puzzle game, it's whatever. But I got the num, and then I also played a little bit of Cold War again with the zombies, and I got all the single player trophies, so I don't have to ever play that game again.
Nice.
And then I got really bored with it and didn't play games for a couple days.
Hey, that happens to the best of us.
Absolutely. But I watched some stuff.
Oh, stuff.
Movies?
Stuff I want to talk about.
Stranger Things?
Oh, yes, I did do that. But I finished watching Ghosts, that movie, or the TV show I believe I talked about last week with the British show where the woman inherits a house and she goes in, she falls, she hits her head, now she can see all the ghosts in the house.
I don't remember you talking about that at all.
Did I not
I
talk
don't
about
remember
this?
that either.
I don't know. I don't think so.
It doesn't sound familiar.
Well, that's the British version. They just did an American version that just started.
Oh,
I think it's winding down their
Jesus.
first season. But it's about a woman who inherits this huge like country manor, like 30 bedrooms or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and it's run down and shitty. And she goes there with her husband. They move in. They start fixing it up. They're gonna turn it into a B&B, and then she falls out. She gets pushed out of the window by a ghost.
Oh, Jesus
Happens
Christ.
Hits
all
her
the time.
fucking head, and then now she can see the ghosts. So she's talking to them, and the husband can't see him at all. But it's really fun because the cast of characters are ghosts. Like one of them's a caveman, because it's like people all throughout time. So one's a caveman, one's like a someone from the 1700s.
Why would a caveman be there?
I don't know. Was he waiting?
You think it would be someone who's lived in the house?
You think how bored he must be?
Well, they were
He's
there
been
when they
ghost
died.
for like 10,000 years.
Forever.
Yeah, and they can't leave the property. They're real bored, and they're also pretty close. There's also, dude, it's fucking hilarious. The basement was a plague pit
Oh, nice.
where they just dumped a bunch of plague bodies,
Is
and
this
it's like
in
a
the United States?
This is the British version.
Oh, okay.
Some guy came in to like excavate it and do everything because that's what they have to do over there. And all the plague pit people from the town are down in the basement. They're like, we just like it in the basement. And there's like 50 of them.
Jeez.
And they're like sitting there telling her how to fix the boiler because they've been there the entire time the boilers existed. So they know
Yeah.
everything about the boiler. 'Cause they're so
Is that how
fucking
they all
bored.
know English too?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it takes place in England. They I probably.
Well, I mean,
Well, cavemen.
Well,
know
I mean, the
English.
caveman can talk. He's been dead for thousands of years, so he figured it out.
Yeah, exactly.
And then there's the one guy who's like an MP from the 90s, like a parliament guy who died with in a sexual like getaway with his mistress.
Ooh.
But he can like touch and interact with the world. One of them shows up in pictures. One of them, every time they walk through somebody, everyone just smells
so
burning.
it's like
and
a
almost throws
superhero
up.
team.
It's a little bit. A little bit. They have all their different roles.
Hmm.
And some of them can't do shit.
And it's a comedy.
It's a comedy, and it gets really like family friendly and wholesome by the end of the third season. So I don't think you'd like
gross.
it. But it's
Sounded
good.
family friendly the whole time.
Cavemen, ghosts, really.
MPs, they got it all. So then I also watched a movie. Have you guys seen Suburban Gothic?
No.
No. Wait. How old is it?
2014.
Oh, no.
Kat Dennings is in it.
Yeah, I've seen the picture.
Maybe?
A couple times. I never watched it, though. It looks like the American Gothic painting.
Yeah. I think I'm mixing it up with Suburbia.
Yeah, probably.
It wasn't good. It had like some very interesting things going on, but I don't know. It wasn't good. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm done.
Okay.
All right.
Next.
I mean, the cast was amazing.
Thought you
Ray
didn't wanna
Wise,
talk about it.
Kat Dennings, Jeffrey Combs, John Waters.
Jeffrey Combs was in it and it wasn't good?
I know, right? Who would have thought? Anyway, and then I watched a movie that I really, really loved, but I could see why people wouldn't like it. It's called The Vast of Night.
Maybe I've seen that?
Of Night? I've seen so many of Night movies.
It takes place in the 50s or maybe early 60s.
Oh, sweet.
It's a guy who is maybe in his early 20s. Maybe he's a teenager. I don't remember what he is. But he's a radio DJ, and then one of his friends is a girl who's a switchboard operator.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, and they get this weird alien thing, and they start like running around the town.
Yeah. It's kind
I think it was great.
Oh, yeah.
It was very low budget, and it was
Yeah.
a period piece, and I thought it was really great. It was good. Check it out if you like alien shit.
Spoiler.
Oh, it is aliens.
I saw Duel. Have either guys watched Duel yet? With
Like,
what's her name?
DUAL or EL?
DUAL with
Duel.
Karen Gillan.
No.
It's by the guy. The director is the guy who did The Art of Self-Defense.
All right.
So it's the tone is a lot like that. But basically, Karen Gillan is a heavy drinker. One day she starts puking bud. Bud. Yeah,
Bud.
she starts throwing up
she
weed.
gets, she gets so
Tank
hot.
weed out of her mouth.
Evil
just-
bomb strikes again.
So she starts puking blood. She goes to the doctor. They're like, you have cancer. Like, you don't have a lot of time. You're going to die. And in this universe, you can basically, there's a service where you can make a clone of yourself. And you live with them for like a year. You show them all your mannerisms. And then they basically take over so your family doesn't have to deal with you dying.
That's fucking dumb.
Yeah, it sounds stupid.
Well, if you think that's dumb. So it turns out the doctor misdiagnosed her and she didn't die.
Oh, so now she has to hang out with herself forever.
Oh, that would be terrible.
Even more fun, because apparently in this universe, there's not allowed to be two of you. So from the day they realize that there's going to be two, a year from then, you have to fight to the death, and only one of you gets to survive.
Makes sense.
So why wouldn't they name it Duel?
Because there's two of them, and they're fighting. Get
Yeah,
it?
but
Yeah,
that's
but a duel.
Play on words.
Duel
They're
to
having
death.
a duel.
It's both.
Duel.
But no, it's only one of them.
It's DUAEL.
Oh, fancy.
So a lot of the movie is her working with Aaron Paul as a fight instructor to win her duel.
Is the other one learning?
It's fucking weird, man.
Yeah, who's
And the other
training the
one's
other
like
one?
taking over her life as this is going on.
Oh, jeez. Is it good or is it shit?
I thought it was great. I thought it was fantastic. It was a bummer, but it was good.
Karen Gillian's usually pretty good.
Sounds like it might be
She was
fun.
great in it, and she played two parts.
Well,
Yeah.
it's the same part. Just
No, one's a clone.
the same part.
You don't get it.
He's not going to get it, Chump. But anyway, that's all my stuff. Chump Slap, playing, watching, doing. What's going on with you?
Well, Syintist talked about a movie a couple weeks ago, maybe 2-3 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Which one?
Biodome.
Get out of here.
Oh, God, I watched it. It sucked so bad.
Really? I mean,
Yeah, I forgot how bad it was.
It amazed me that someone greenlit that movie when I was watching it. Like, yeah, go ahead, Pauly Shore, make this
Yeah,
movie.
they were letting Pauly Shore do whatever the fuck he wanted.
Yeah,
back then.
it was basically, here's a pile of money, Pauly Shore.
Yeah. He was like Ernest.
He was the 90s Ernest. Or Dorf.
Why did he matter? Did he come from stand-up? Like, where did he
He
come
was
from?
on,
His mom owned the Comedy Store.
but he also, wasn't he on MTV for a while? Like as a VJ?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. The Weasel. Yeah, he
Yeah.
did that whole shtick.
We's in the juice.
And then I think he was in Encino Man as like the buddy. Like he wasn't the star of that.
No, that
It
was
Brendan Fraser was
yeah.
supposed to be the star.
Yeah, Brendan Fraser,
he
Sean
stole
Astin.
it.
He was like his burnout idiot buddy. Great at that role.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the role he played in Biodome, too.
That's the role he always played.
Yeah, no one. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, this guy can really act. Let's get him in something else." Then they get him in something like, "Oh no, this is him. This is just what he's doing."
Yeah.
Doesn't
But
have
yeah,
range.
I watched it.
9 out of 10?
It's something. It's unique. I'll give it that.
I didn't even realize it had, like, Kylie Minogue in it.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that. Yeah, she's one of the female scientists.
Yeah.
Well, one of the scientists. I guess I don't have to.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of understood she's a female.
You don't know. She could play male.
Well, if you know who Kylie Minogue is, you know.
Whatever.
She could be a dinosaur scientist. I don't know.
Yeah, it's true.
No. She's
Anyway.
not.
So I watched that. Then I watched classic
The Juror?
feel-good movies. These are things you want to watch around the 4th of July, you know, summertime.
Sure.
Weekend at Bernie's 1 and 2.
Oh, I was expecting John Wick.
I was waiting for Jaws, but all right.
Nope.
Weekend at Bernie's 1 and 2, huh? Still hold up?
Oh, yeah, man. The first one's, it's something.
Flawless? Is that the word you're looking for?
Flawless.
Yes. First one is a work of art. The second one, I don't know. It kind of goes a little
movie-
off the deep end.
That's a movie that never needed a sequel.
I don't think I've ever seen the second one, and the first one I watched so long ago I don't remember anything about it.
Well, the second one, he gets some type of like voodoo curse.
Yeah.
Every time there's music playing,
He dances.
He walks and kind of like dances, and he's supposed to lead them to the treasure.
Although that's
that
a
he
fucking
hid.
sweet role if you can get it.
I was gonna
Dead
say,
body?
Yeah.
yeah, because it's the actual actor every time.
Yeah.
Because it's not fake.
I mean, he just wears glasses and then dances to shitty music and moves when people move him.
Yeah. Like they're just like pushing his head and he's falling over and stuff. I'm like, what a great actor, man.
I can't believe he didn't win an award for that.
I know.
You're saying in the second one, there's some kind of curse or something that makes him dead sporadically and lead them to treasure?
Yeah. Every time he hears this music, they put this spell on him, so he'll lead them to a treasure that he hid before he died. Like he
gotta watch
embezzled
it,
money or
Poppascotch.
something.
You got to watch it.
Yeah.
Well, you realize how ridiculous this sounds. You realize I can't believe you.
Wait,
like, this
wait,
sounds
I know.
made up.
Exactly.
It's Weekend at Bernie's. What's the most unbelievable part of this?
That the dead body dances around with the fucking power of music.
That's the least scientific part, but that's not the least believable part of this.
Oh, it's
All right.
something. You really, if you haven't seen it, you should check it out. You might want to watch the first one to get a little
Yeah,
refresher course, but
Sure.
about how he
Am I
died.
going to be totally lost if I watch the second one and don't remember the first one?
You won't have any clue what's going on if you don't watch the first one.
God.
But yeah, they're feel good summer movies, man.
They are on a beach.
They hold up.
Awesome. That's amazing. I did not expect you to say that at all. Good show.
All right. And then I watched this. I'll give you one more. This one was called Modern Vampires.
Okay.
It was like from the 90s. It was garbage. But it's just like these vampires in LA, and then there's Van Helsing's going around, and he hires gang-
One Van Helsing.
Yeah.
Okay.
One
Well, you said Van
Mr.
Helsing's going
Helsing.
around. I thought there was more than one.
He hires gang members to help him track down Dracula.
Gang members?
Yeah, like Bloods or Crips, from the 90s.
I know what gang members are.
Look at this
Yeah.
cast, though. Kim Cattrall, Craig Ferguson,
Yeah.
Natasha Lyonne, Rod Steiger, and, of course, the star of every movie he fucking is ever in, Casper Van Dien.
Exactly.
Whoa. The other ones I could have ignored, but Casper Van Dien.
It's
Fucking Udo Kier's in it. He's always great.
it is something. I'll tell you that.
What's it called?
Modern Vampires.
Have I seen this?
I
I thought I saw
Don't
all
know.
of Casper Van Dien's catalog.
You should check it out, man. It's not good, but it's a thing that exists.
It is. Thank you. No one's going to dispute that. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
Anything else, or do you want to move on?
Oh, yeah, and then I played Returnal.
Oh, yeah, you're still playing that?
Yeah, beat level 3 and 4.
Nice.
Now I'm stuck on 5. I don't know.
How many levels are there?
I think there's 8.
60.
Wait, 5, 6, at least 6. I think 7, 8. I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's hard. I can't get past this level 5. It's annoying. You just have to find 3 keys, and I can only ever get 2 and then die. It's pretty sweet.
Nice.
Sounds like a barrel of fun.
Yeah. One of these days, maybe I'll get to it. Maybe I'll put it away. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, Returnal and shitty movies from the 90s.
Forgot to ask you, did you get your Galahorn? Did you order it?
I thought about it.
I thought about it real hard.
Yeah. I was like, oh, no, $160. It is pretty fucking sweet, though.
It is.
Yeah, but when would you ever use it?
I just put it on the wall.
That's the thing. I would take it out of the box and be like, this is amazing. I'd fire a couple rounds and be like, this is amazing. Then I'd be like, now what?
Keep it in the back of my car just in case.
In case people start shit.
Yeah.
I can chase people off the Frolf course.
Do you think it fires like the real Galahorn?
No.
What, like 3 at a time or whatever it is?
Yeah, it shoots one and then little homing missiles.
How come they never did that with the any weapons from Borderlands?
They really should have. They missed out.
Like,
just the Jacobs gun would have been cool.
I think just Nerf is fucking up these video game relationships. Like, get on this. Get some licenses going. Make these guns real. Like, you wouldn't buy fucking Master Chief's pistol in a second if you could?
No, I'm not perfect.
Yeah,
Well,
maybe.
okay, yeah, maybe not you. I would. I didn't play the game.
Well, didn't somebody made a sword from Halo?
Somebody did make a sword. You're right.
But yeah, they really should make cool guns from games.
Yeah, like one of the Borderlands rocket launchers that shoots out like 12 rockets at once.
Or like anything from Malawan at all.
Yeah.
What, set your nerfs on fire before you shoot them out?
That'd be sweet. Some asshole on the internet would modify that. Maybe that's why they don't do it.
Yeah.
Just a little flamethrower on top.
So I attached a bunch of acid stuff to this one. You know that would happen. That's you know what? Probably for the best.
Yeah, fair enough.
But you know, with all that being said, it's time to move on to video game news / stuff.
It's been a while since we did that one.
Yeah.
So EA got roasted for dunking on single-player games in a tweet. Did you
I
guys
saw
see
that.
this?
I'm seeing that.
No, didn't see it.
There's this meme going around. It's probably fucking old by the time this comes out. But basically, you start out the quote with, "They're a 10, but," and then you name something trivial or dumb. Like, "They're a 10, but they don't use coasters on their coffee table," or some stupid shit like that. So Electronic Arts, the official EA account, tweeted, "They're a 10, but they only like single-player games."
Oh, that's a roast.
Man, yeah, that meme's dead already.
So they got fucking lit up, and that included a bunch of previous employees who were working on this guy by the name of Zach Mumbach. He said, "This is the company that shut down my studio and laid off 100 great developers because we were making a single-player game."
Oh, snap.
So just they got lit up hard because
Yeah.
it's fucking stupid, and they released single-player game. I don't understand why.
I don't
Right?
know.
This is
Because they're trying to be funny.
they're trying to be funny, and they just alienated everyone.
Yeah, but why are people getting so upset? It's a stupid fucking meme. Relax. Why don't you
Yeah,
get
I
mad
don't-
at them for putting loot boxes in games?
Yeah.
Oh, people are probably mad about that. Too, I'm sure.
True.
No, it's probably EA people going online getting mad so people forget about the loot boxes.
Yeah.
Everything's an op.
Yep.
You think it's a false flag?
Yeah.
Definitely.
It
Crisis
probably
actors.
is.
It's the only way people could care that much.
True.
That's a good point. Oh, man. And then in other news, I don't know if you guys give a shit about this at all or if you saw it, but the first pre-alpha Skate 4 footage has come out.
I did see it. It looked pretty good.
It looks sick. I'm so excited for this. There's a thing where like 20 of the players are jumping off this ramp at the same time, all doing tricks, and the dude in the middle is just doing the Christ air.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes,
yeah.
sign me up.
Yeah, it looks pretty neat.
And then you can also sign up to a future play test, but I think that's supposed to be happening soon. I didn't really read much, but apparently it looks dope. Can't wait for it.
Yeah, I never played the other ones, but maybe I'll give this one a go.
I played the shit out of them. They were great. I loved all of them.
Mm.
And then in other news, this isn't so much news, but I thought this was a very interesting thing that you can now go to a website. You know, you guys remember the internet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Never heard of it.
I heard of plottytime.com.
There you go. Perfect. There's a website where you can go, and I'm trying to look up the name exactly, but every single SNES manual is now available online for free.
I can't believe it wasn't before.
Yeah, wow.
I know. There's a Super Famicom manual section as well. I just think that's really cool that they exist.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. You can just read the little stories that were in the manuals.
Yeah, we'll have to read those manuals and do an episode.
Yeah. Best manuals.
Best manuals? Top 10 manuals? You can just Google the SNES manual archive. You'll find it.
Nice.
And then in other news, in the thing we're covering every week now, NFT news.
Oh, shit. What's happening?
Bloomberg reported that NFTs have, quote, fallen off the cliff, end
No!
quote, as sales sink to lowest levels in a year.
That's hard to believe, right?
How long have NFTs been a thing now?
Apparently a year.
Maybe a year and a half, 2-ish?
I think NFTs
I don't even think they're a year old.
I think they caused COVID.
Yeah, they're tanking, and I think it's extremely funny.
It's pretty good.
Because everyone's starting to realize that it's a scam, or they bought the thing,
You can't sell
they
it.
got duped, and they're trying to sell it and can't.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. Someone will steal it.
That's the hope.
Of course, we also still have video game companies still releasing NFTs. So
Yeah, it's real smart. Real smart move.
Yeah.
It's free money, I guess.
I don't think there's anything wrong with taking money from idiots.
Yeah, we should have some Plotty time.
Yeah, we should have a Plotty
NFTs.
Time merch shop.
we'll get on that. Don't worry.
Yeah, just like me going, but it'll be different for everybody.
Perfect. God, don't give everybody our ideas on the podcast. We've talked about
Oh,
this.
sorry.
Good, save it for off here. And then in other weird news that I thought was weird, do you remember the game 13?
Yes.
Voiced by David Duchovny.
Yes.
Yes. It was.
So they remade it in 2020, and we did talk about it briefly, but it was so fucking bad and broken that no one wanted to play it.
Okay.
So apparently it's being remade all over again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, great.
Yeah, they're just going to
David
redo
Duchovny
it.
again?
I mean, I assume he's still going to be the voice. They're just going to redo it.
Maybe one day we'll cover the game here.
We can only hope.
Maybe. They said original studio Playmagic that did the remake is gone. They got replaced by a French studio named Tower 5. And they said that owners of the game who bought the broken one will receive a free update and enjoy the game as intended.
Oh, only 2 years later.
Yeah, this new update will be released on September 13th. So I mean, maybe I'll check it out.
Maybe, yeah. I wish I would have bought the shitty version.
Yeah, because then you get the
You probably
good
still
version for free.
Sweet.
Probably still can. It's not expensive.
I'd hope not.
And then in a bummer news, which you guys tell me how confident you are in this.
Okay.
But usually the story came about where they were talking about video game companies and how they're notoriously cagey and they don't talk about what they're working on or plan to work on because, time passes, shit changes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Sucker Punch came out and said specifically that we are not working on Infamous or Sly Cooper games right now.
That's a lie. They got to be working on both. It's an op.
It's an op. It's
Another
always
false
an
flag.
op. False flag. So then Q went online and said, no, I'm kidding.
Yeah, they're not working on them now because they're finished.
Oh.
If you were in an interview talking about their newest game, Ghost of Tsushima, if you were in an interview talking about that and someone's like, what about Sly Cooper and fucking Infamous? What are you going to do? Are you going to say,
we'll never
I
fucking
don't know,
touch
I
that
can't
shit
tell
again.
you.
Were they asked
They're
a
gonna
question
say,
about it?
Yeah, apparently.
That's how this came up, yes.
Yeah.
And then everyone is reporting it as if, oh man, it's so nice that a video game studio is being honest about this.
No, they're probably tired of fucking hearing the question all the time.
Actually.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm tired of hearing it, and I don't even hear his
I never even heard it before.
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
Yeah, and then that's all I got for video game news / stuff.
Oh. Let's get into it.
Let's get into this game. I'm excited.
I bet you
This
are.
game that we're talking about, as you've already seen in the description, and I'm not even going to say this is the game where we ask the question. It's called Rogue Warrior. And it's one of the best games we've ever done.
There's no question asked.
It was released December 1st, 2009. Number one song, not even going to give you guys a guess, just going to read clues. I think that's more fun, right?
Okay.
First clue. The song, I just thought this was an interesting piece of trivia, and I don't expect you to get it. Maybe in the next one. Originally written by Brooklyn native singer-songwriter and producer Angela Hunt, and writing partner Janet Janae Sewell Ulepik, they wrote the song and then sent it to Rock Nation Music in hopes that the founder and artist of Rock Nation would like it and then record it.
Okay. That's neat.
So you should have the artist by now.
I don't know. Who's Rock Nation?
Jay-Z.
That's what I thought.
It is Jay-Z.
Okay.
I can't think of a name of a Jay-Z song.
In a song, the hook states, "In New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of, there's nothing you can't do. Now you're in New York. These streets will make you feel brand new.
No idea.
Big lights will inspire you. Let's hear it for New York, New York, New York."
It's called New York, New York.
You're not that far off.
It's called New York.
NYC.
The song is Empire State of Mind.
Oh, I did hear
Jay-Z
of that song.
featuring Alicia Keys. It's the one that's like, "We're over in New York."
Mm-hmm.
I honestly have no idea what you're talking about.
Pretty sure there's commercials with it on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a very big song at the time. Now, the movie, I fully expect both of you to get.
Okay. Home Alone.
2.
December 1st, 2009. So, first clue. This white savior film was an Oscar-winning turn for lead actress Sandra Bullock, where she plays an Ole Miss graduate for the second time in her career.
Miss Congeniality.
No.
That's what I was going to say.
Now, what's your guess?
Blindside.
The Net 2.
God damn it! You only get one guess, and you got it right with the second one. Fuck you. It's the Blind.
Speed 2 Cruise Control.
It's The Blind Side. We already said this. The second part was second clue I had was in this biopic. The subject of the film, Michael Oher, didn't like his portrayal on film as a passive, unskilled big guy who barely knew anything about football.
Yeah, as far as I understand, they kind of lied through the whole movie.
Yeah. In reality, he was already an experienced football player when he enrolled at Briarcrest, where he developed into a premier left tackle and was heavily recruited by the top SEC schools.
Oh, so it's all a lie. Well, it was a movie. So.
This day in history, 1890, December 1st, 1890, the General Conference of the Latter-day Saints outlaws polygamy. So, sorry.
Ooh.
Sorry, Chump Slap. Sorry.
God damn it. A couple years late.
Anyway, this bullshit game was released for PC, PS3, and Xbox 360, developed by Rebellion Developments and published by Bethesda Softworks.
Oh!
It is a first-person shooter fucking nonsense swearing simulator.
Yes, it is.
This week, you picked it, Sir Chump Slap, so how about you lead us into it, tell us what the game's all about.
Well, first off, this is a fan pick from Jam Camp, I believe.
Push the blame.
Yep,
Push the
wasn't
blame.
me.
Push the blame.
Wasn't me.
Class move.
But this game was based on...
I wouldn't call it a game.
Well, it is,
I wouldn't call it
technically.
based.
This based game was loosely based on the life of Richard Marchenko.
Loosely.
Well, it was named after his autobiography he wrote in 92, but it has nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do with anything in the real story.
Blew my fucking mind that this was a real person.
Right?
I found out way after reading all this shit for the episode.
Yeah, and this guy died on Christmas last year, 2021. It's very sad.
Thank God.
Oh, Jesus.
He was a Vietnam vet and first commanding officer of SEAL Team 6. Anyway, in this game, he's voiced by one Philip Andre Rourke Jr. You might know him as Mickey.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, I had to write a bunch of stupid shit because this was not a long video.
No, that's great, because I think this was right after The Wrestler came out in like 2008.
Probably.
Yeah.
And it's just fucking hilarious that he's like, yeah, I'll do a video game where I swear a lot.
Yeah, I'll just say a bunch of stupid shit.
Dude, The Wrestler was phenomenal. I want to watch that again.
Yeah. Well, anyway, this is about a tough guy who's going on a beyond classified SEAL mission with a bunch of dirtbags and hard motherfuckers. Kind of guys you want to have your back in this situation. You know what I'm talking about.
Can someone explain to me the concept of beyond classified? Or is he just using hyperbole?
He's just trying to sound like a tough guy.
He's trying to make himself sound good. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, this is just it's a typical snoop and poop man, which
Okay,
he says
that's
that
the other
too
thing.
often.
I think he's saying snoop and poof, like disappearing.
I thought so too, but he says it at least 2 more times, and he definitely says snoop and poop.
I think that's Mickey Rourke fucking with us. Like, I think he said it right the first time. And he's like,
I
that sounds
rewound
too
it
much
3
like
times to listen to the first one, and it sounded like Snoop and Poof.
It didn't matter to me either way.
I wanted to make sure.
It wouldn't have mattered, but you're right. He said it like 4 fucking times. It was very strange.
Yes, it was. It's like he heard this term and he thought it was fucking really cool or something. I don't know. But anyway, it's a simple recon mission. He's going into North Korea. People hear something about a new missile being built. So they're like, all right, well, go check out this missile, see what's going on, let us know. So he gets dropped in North Korea, kills a couple of dudes from the Korean People's Army. And, oh yeah, he's going with 2 other guys because it's a small skeleton crew because this is beyond classified.
Yeah.
Do they even get names? I don't know if they get names.
I don't know. I don't think so.
It doesn't matter.
Because right after he killed, they take care of these people. They're like, all right, make sure they're all dead. I think I saw that one twitching. And one of the dead people, or the Korean People's Army people, pulls a pin out of a grenade and kills the other 2 people in the crew. Boom, instantly.
Like a hero, without even checking if they're alive, he moves on.
Yep.
Everybody's just dead. I'll do it myself.
And his admiral calls him and says, well, abort the mission. Get the hell out of there. And he says, no way I'm finishing this shit. I've come too far. Even though he just got dropped in and just started.
Yeah, he like just got there.
Yeah.
Like the fucking thing was like 3 minutes away. They could have just turned around and got him.
Yeah.
But they're like, no, I'm finished here.
No, this is important. We have to know about these missiles. Anyway, he goes to this missile silo where he's cursing. Every fucking thing he says is fuck this, fuck that, these goddamn cock breath commie motherfuckers.
What do they think he is? They think he's Chump Slap on a podcast?
Seriously.
It is so over the top
It
with
is
how
way
much
too
he swears.
much. Yeah.
Like, from someone who swears a lot, this was too much.
Yeah, I thought it was too much. And
It was too much for a battle situation. If I would have watched like a Vietnam movie that was based on a true story and someone was cursing this much, I'd be like, dude, take it easy. You know what?
Plus, he's talking to himself the whole time.
Yeah, who's he saying this to? He's not on the radio. They're all dead. And he's just talking like, fuck you.
I just assumed that's how the guy was in real life.
Maybe Mickey Rourke talked to this guy.
You think Mickey Rourke didn't do his due diligence?
Yeah, you
doing
read
his
the
role?
Wait, you guys never read the book Rogue Warrior? That's all it is curse words.
Just the word fuck on 3 pages.
Oh my god. But anyway, you fight into this factory. You're supposed to be finding a mole who has some intel. So you're all right. You fight through. You find the mole in his apartment, and he's dead. So you kill everyone else there, and you take the intel.
Boom, mission over.
And the
That was
intel
easy.
says there's a factory down by the docks where the missiles are being built. So Marchenko says, oh, that's where I'm going, dude.
There's always a docs level.
Yeah.
Bingo board spot.
Yes, exactly. So the admiral's like, all right, yeah, go check out the docks, whatever. You're not coming back. Fuck it. Just go figure it out. So he goes down to this factory. He infiltrates. Classic Snoop and Poop. Before he gets there, he's talking to the admiral on the comms. And the admiral's like, are you there? Are you going to go get him? He's like, I just have to do a little payback. And he throws a grenade at a couple of Vietnamese people. He's like, here you go. Take that.
North Korean people.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. The actual guy was a Vietnam
And you can
vet.
tell it's not based in actual fact because the soldiers aren't starving.
Oh, very good point.
I mean, burn, I guess? I don't-
Well, anyway, he kills some people.
So sad.
And he's like, all right, let's go down to this dock. So he gets to the dock, finds out most of the missiles are being shipped out already, and he's got to blow up the remaining missile. So he blows it up, and he goes on to the cargo ships where these missiles are going. And the admiral tells you there's satellite imagery that shows that there's cargo ships which are taking the missiles, so you got to go figure out where they're going, blah, 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 yada, yada. Just go do that shit.
Okay.
So, blows up the factory first.
Yeah, you have to blow it up.
He's like, I'm going to blow up this factory first, and then I'll get the hell out of here. So he blows it up.
So it went from being like a silent recon mission to I'm blowing up this factory now.
Yeah, now it's
beyond classified.
it's on him to get rid of all the missiles, apparently.
I guess, and it has to be done right now. I guess they're going to fire him immediately.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
And then I love how it's like, well, this is the height of the Cold War. Like, how many missiles are we talking about here? Like 500, 600? It's fucking 3. It's 3 goddamn missiles.
Yeah, he blows up 3 missiles total.
This guy sucks.
But anyway, he blows that shit up, gets to the fucking docks, and he's like, yo, this intel was bullshit, man. The missiles are going out on a train.
He cursed a lot more than you're making.
I know.
Yeah.
Even I can't do this justice. But he's like, they're going out on a train. They're going to the Soviet Union, dude.
And then we get to the best part of the game.
Well, you ride the train?
Yeah, you just jump on top of the train, people looking, and like, hey, there he goes.
Yeah, they're like, all right, well, we can't stop the
Yeah.
train now. It's on the way.
Can't let anybody know at the destination he's there.
You can't stop a train in the Soviet Union. Everyone always says that.
Jesus Christ, this fucking game.
So the train stops at the border, of course, because, that's what they do. And, oh, yeah, here's where he's like, it's one of my favorite quotes. Shoots a guy and he's like, get dead, fuckbag.
The worst thing is in the video, he definitely repeated himself several times.
Yes. It's
Boom shakalaka.
from downtown.
He's on fire.
But anyway, at the border, there's a bridge. He blows up the bridge, stops the whole fucking train from going. And then he's just like walking around and finds a fucking piece of computer paper on a table.
Yeah.
And it says, oh shit.
It doesn't say oh shit.
No, it says this is a Soviet missile program. This has nothing to do with North Korea at all.
Which is weird because he was in North Korea.
I know. He's like, oh my God.
Who would have thought that the North Korean missiles weren't North Koreans? And why would you hide them there? Like, you can't hide them. There's nowhere in Russia you could hide these.
No, because
Russia's
of the Cold
a lot
War.
bigger than...
It's because of the Cold War. If they're building them in North Korea, nobody's going to suspect Russia of building them.
I mean, you also shouldn't be blowing up bridges and missile factories.
Oh, in a Cold War? Yeah.
Plus, what year did this take place? I think I wrote it down. Like 80?
2008.
87?
It was 80-something in the heights of the Cold War.
87,
Yeah.
the Cold War was almost over.
Yeah, like we knew how many missiles they had. They knew how many we had. Like there was... None of this is secret.
Oh, but wait. You'll find out. There's some crazy shit
will
going
I?
on.
Will I?
You will be shocked at what happens.
So, on this piece of computer paper, it happens to have the destination where all these missiles are going, all this shit. It's going to some fucking palace in the Soviet Union. So, Marchenko's like, that's it, I'm fucking going. And the admiral calls, he's like, fuck that, you can't go. You want this Cold War to be a hot war? What are you doing?
Oh, it was so bad.
Yeah. And then
So bad.
Marchenko says something along the lines of, it's already heating up, man.
Yeah. The Russians have this thing that we've been trying to do. Nothing we can do to stop them.
Yeah. So the admiral's like, well, I'm going to fucking get you for insubordination. You're going to be court-martialed or whatever. And Marchenko's like, fuck it. Do what you got to do. I got to do what I got to do.
That's kind of what you want in your Navy SEALs. We talk about it all the time.
Yeah, the best Navy SEAls are ones that go rogue and do whatever the fuck they want. Those are the best soldiers.
So you follow the missiles to the base, and you get into the command center, and you find out, oh my God, this is the fucking Star Wars thing that
They have a missile
America's
shield,
working
yeah.
on. This is going to stop us from getting the first nukes, and it's fucked. Cold War's over. There it is.
Russia wins.
Russia wins, dude.
How do they win if we have the same thing? Like,
No, they got it before we did.
They got it first.
oh, is that what the... Okay, so I was wondering this. I'm like, why are you so pissed they have the same technology you have? Obviously they do.
Yeah.
Or would have.
Yeah, I don't know what year this was. I guess it was 80s, whatever.
I think it was early. I think it was like 84. It said it, and I didn't care
It
to write
does
it down.
not matter.
No. Well, this is before America has the Star Wars shit, yeah. So, after lamenting about the Cold War being over, he's like, no, I know what I'll do. I'll use this targeting system to target this base. I'll just shoot a missile at it myself.
Yeah. He does do that.
Isn't there a game we just did where they dropped a missile right on themselves?
Probably.
Yeah, it was, fuck. The one with
Was it
the two guys.
Dead Space 3?
No.
Dark Sector.
I don't remember what it
I
was.
don't remember.
Just Cause?
Just Cause. Yeah, where he blows up the mountain, right?
And I think I specifically said, "What do you think? There's some kind of like safeguard to not drop the missile exactly where it came from?"
Yeah, exactly.
I guess this is 2 instances where it's not.
No, I guess it's not a thing that people think of. So he does this,
Someone should. Someone really should.
and holy shit, it works. The whole fucking place blows up. So He goes, gets fucking more intel. He's going to blow up the rest of the missiles. And
Only I can save the world, man.
he's like, well, the missiles are getting loaded onto a fucking submarine. So what do I got to do? I got to stop the submarine. How do I do that? I'll take out the power from the dam that is powering the submarine. I don't
I
understand.
didn't really get the plan either.
I didn't get this either. He just got a boat and went towards the sub.
Yeah. And then he takes out the power. And then he's like, well, this is it. I got to fucking... His line is, I got to roll a hard 8 or it's bye-bye free world.
You know how many times I said that in D&D?
Baker's dozen, at least.
So he's like, all right, well, we got to stop this sub with the guidance chip. So I'm going to go do it. And then the admiral's like, all right, I'm sending backup. Even though he just threatened to court-martial you. He's like, all right, well, fuck it.
Yeah.
I guess there's no stopping you now, so I'll send people help. But Marchenko's like, I ain't got fucking time for that, dude.
I mean,
I got to blow up this sub now before it leaves.
does he blow up the... Yeah, whatever.
It was just so clear that he was doing his own thing, killing a bunch of people, blowing up a bunch of places, and then in the last act, the guy's like, all right, I guess I'll send help.
Yeah. So he...
And then they get there too late anyway.
Yeah.
So
He blows up the sub. He's swimming out, and he gets up to the SEALs that were sent by the admiral. And he's like, oh, well, you just missed all the fun, guys. Time for us to turn around. And all the SEALs are like, oh, man, that sucks. Let's go home.
I just wrote blow up sub, find good guy boat. That's all.
Yeah. And he's like, here, take this. And he hands over some intel or whatever. He's like, this is going to be evidence in my court martial to show that I was in the right here.
I mean, it doesn't matter if you're in the right, does it?
No, because insubordination is still insubordination.
He also blows up turbines in the dam, right?
Yeah, to try to stop the power to the sub.
I mean, I am a scientist and all,
Ooh.
sure. We know.
but don't you think it's a bad idea to blow something up in a dam?
I'd assume anything that would cause injury to the structural integrity of a dam might be a problem.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh.
Yeah.
It doesn't apply if you don't give a shit about the people downriver.
True. And this guy only cared about the free world,
Yeah.
not the
This guy
Soviets.
sucks. This guy sucks so much.
Checkmate, atheists.
So that's it. That's the end of the game. And oh man,
I'm glad it's over.
that song over the credits,
I didn't even listen. I shut it off as soon as the credits started.
it was great.
Oh my god.
It was all
so
just
great.
quotes.
It was like a chill beat and then all of the Marchenko quotes from the game.
It was so good. I almost
So
downloaded
good?
it. Yeah, I almost
Suck my
downloaded it.
fucking balls.
Goddamn
It's
cocksucking
like-
motherfucker commies.
It's
Dude, that was a really...
Yes.
It's hard to believe.
I swear to God. dude.
I understand how this sounds insane, but you're gonna have to give it a listen.
Seriously, you can watch the whole movie of this is 20 minutes and the last 3 minutes of this song. It's fucking worth it.
Yeah, it finished the video with like 5 minutes left. I'm like, what else is here? And then the rap song played all this. I'm like, oh my god. Plus, there's
It's done like rap, too.
Yes.
yes.
Well, it's just samples. It's
Bring it up on your phone while I have a conversation
I am
about
not going to do that.
there's like when they get on the boat at the end, there's this like heart-to-heart moment with the Navy SEAL guy that showed up.
yeah.
He's like, hey, I heard you lost some guys.
Oh yeah.
I'm
yeah.
so fucking sorry. And the guy's like, yeah, that's how it is. It's like they didn't even have fucking names. Like he hasn't mentioned any of this. He hasn't showed any like, oh fuck, this is a bummer.
Nah. Why does this guy know about the dead guys? I thought that was beyond
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 classified?
classified. Yeah, he shouldn't know anything. He should just know he's helping one guy out.
Yeah.
He's like, the word around the campfire is he lost 2 guys.
I can't wait till we do
Yeah.
Rogue Warrior 2.
Ooh, hate to break it to you, but I don't think they made a sequel.
There's still time. I mean, how long did it take for Duke Nukem Forever to come out?
Oh,
There's
fair
still time.
enough.
And I'm sure it's going to be just as great. That's it, man. That's the game. We did it. We talked about this fucking piece of 3 minutes in the credits of this fucking song.
so worth it.
Amazing. All right. Well, let's just get into our final thoughts. Let's wrap this
All
up.
right, yeah.
And we're going to start with Dr. Syintist.
Oh, thanks.
I got a couple questions for you, scientist.
Shoot it, Gunner.
Did watching this make you want to play this cursing simulator? Was the story as good as I thought, or was it
A box of now and laters.
Oh, snap.
Those suck.
Oh, yeah, mine are terrible. Mine are terrible.
This is at least new. He's not talking about cows.
Oh, okay.
I'll bring up cow every time.
Out of 27 stars, what'd you give this rogue warrior?
He ended poorly.
I know.
Would I play it? No.
You don't think, really?
Yeah, that's so shocking.
Did the story work for me? I mean, the story's pretty bad. The character's bad. It's
You should
just
feel bad.
ridiculous. I mean, it has all the problems that we say with all these games. He's a one-man army just doing whatever he wants to do.
Literally a one-man army, yeah.
I think he just had fun that it was a game that he killed commies than anything.
Mhm.
It's just terrible. Absolutely terrible. But it's not the worst game we've done. I gave it 1 star.
Oh, a 1.
Star. I mean, you could have went with a 0. You could have went with stealing a point.
Yeah.
I know.
So,
But it doesn't match the terribleness of those other games that I did that to.
It had a story.
Yeah, I mean, and it was terrible, and stupid, and unbelievable, and racist, misogynist guys. And,
You loved the cursing. That's why you gave it 1 star.
for the thrill of the cursing.
yeah, the cursing up, it's a star.
All right.
All right, Jesus.
Yeah, you now, Poppascotch.
Yeah, let's kick it over to Scotchy.
Sure. What questions you got for me?
Would you play this game again after watching the video?
Okay.
Did you think the story... Wait. Would you play it?
What'd you score it?
Did the story work for you?
Sure.
And out of 27 stars, what are you going to give it?
Oh, great. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Does this video make me want to play it? Yeah, just to hear that sweet rap song at the end. No, it doesn't. It looks like it functions, as in you hold a button and you aim, and then you hold a button and it shoots.
We didn't also say that it's mostly a stealth game, too, it looked like.
Oh, yeah. Well, it looks like you can go in stealthy or fucking balls to the wall. It didn't matter.
It was not good. This video did not make me want to play it. It was the cursing, and the Marcinko guy he won't shut the fuck up, dude.
Seriously.
Especially for a guy sneaking around enemy bases.
Yeah,
He's talking
yeah.
out loud a lot.
Right, like, I don't need a silent protagonist. I don't need that to put myself in that role and pretend I'm doing things. But every time he just said wild, stupid shit at the worst time, it took me out of the game.
Yeah.
Like, I'm supposed to identify with this character, and I'm supposed to like them, and I'm supposed to be going through them. I fucking hate this guy. Like, I hate him. And then, that's the other thing. Why would we root for him? Like, he keeps asking people to suck his balls.
Mm-hmm.
And then he called the guy an R-word for being dead.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And then when he gets shot, he's like, oh, damn it. He's like, he stubbed his toe. He's like, ah, shucks. Ah,
That's because he's a tough badass, Poppascotch.
He is
Yes.
the baddest badass ever.
baddest ass bass. That's for sure.
An ass bass.
He is an ass bass.
Yes.
But, yeah, did the story work for me? No. I'm also not, I don't have a problem with, like, single contained stories where you jump in, you do the mission, you get out. But it was so short. It was insanely short. All he did was follow these missiles, not listen to his boss, and then say, I did it. Hope this data isn't fucking soaking wet so you can pull something from it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, this guy sucks. I hope he did get court-martialed. I hope he did. So, I don't want to talk. What score would I give it? I guess there was a story, and it did. God, our bar is so fucking low.
I know.
There was
It's hard.
actions happened which moved the story forward. But all of those actions were dumb and useless and dumb and stupid, and I hated it. So I'm with Dr. Syintist. I got to go 1.
That's fair.
I certainly don't think it's the worst game we ever did.
But it's damn close.
It's pretty close.
Like
yeah.
it deserves to be bottom 5 for the year and possibly all time.
Yeah.
Possibly.
I'll give you that. That's not bad.
God, we had some real stinkers here. Ooh.
I mean, it's no Silent Man. Quiet
Quiet
Man.
man.
Quiet man. Yeah, that's true. But how about you, man of the hour?
What's
Dr.
up?
Syintist. Or no, Jesus. Chump Slap.
Yeah. I'll answer some questions.
Did watching this video make you want to play this warrior, rogue?
Ooh.
Did the story work for you, or was it a bunch of stupid mold?
Close enough.
Yeah, all right.
What score out of 27 stars you think you knew code? Damn it.
I really thought
I
he
was
was
going to say hold. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I should have went with hold. All right, well, you know the questions. What do you got?
Did it make me want to play it? You know what? I kind of wanted to try going through the whole game and not using a gun. Because it looked like you could just run up to people and there was a single button kill.
Oh, yeah.
move.
And you eviscerated them every time.
Yeah, and from what I read, there's like 23 different moves that kill people.
23?
Yeah.
That's a lot. Wow.
I know. Sounded. No, I wouldn't want to play it otherwise. Because it's all the same thing. It's all the same enemy. Pretty much the same setting.
Dirty commie.
Yeah. And you're just... Do you even get more than 2 weapons? I don't know.
You don't need more than 2 weapons.
Yeah, left and right fist.
There you go. Perfect.
But some of the kill moves were cool. Like you stab someone in the neck and slice people's necks and
I'm
stab
glad
them
the best
in
part of the game you
side.
found out was when you killed somebody.
Yeah, it's fucking neat. Did the story work for me? No. I mean,
It says it's the way you answered it was answered itself.
yeah, we've been over it. It was stupid. It didn't make any sense. His team dies instantly in the beginning.
Well, they didn't have enough power to do 3 people playing at one time.
Yeah, apparently.
They didn't even say anything. There were no lines
No.
or names for them.
One of them could have said fuck
Why?
or something.
Yeah, like this is supposed to be a big moment where not only do we establish he's on his own, but we establish that he's lost. And like that's his motivation to finish the mission, right? Like
Yeah.
And then they're just like,
And he hypes him up, too. He's like, these are the baddest ass motherfuckers I've ever met. These are the guys I want at my 6 when I'm going in a mission.
And then they're dead.
A single grenade takes them both out.
okay, so he said that in the chopper, and I immediately thought, well, the game's called Rogue Warrior, not Rogue Warriors. So I'm like, these guys are probably going to...
Well, also, rogue doesn't mean you have a bunch of people with you.
That's a good point, right? You're right. That's like the time when I spoiled the movie Lone Survivor.
I was going to say Lone Survivor, yeah.
They're like, oh, man, you spoiled it. I'm like, dude, the movie's called Lone Survivor and Wahlberg's on the poster. Yeah. What do you think happened?
Oh, man. But so, yeah, story didn't work for me. Don't want to play it. And score out of 20. I have to go with a 1 as well because this is...
Oh, a 3.
This is
Wow.
bad. And,
It's got to be lowest of all time around.
yeah. I mean, even if you just Google Rogue Warrior game, the top 10 things are like, worst game ever.
I don't know if you guys remember. I don't want to say the game because we're probably going to revisit it at the end of the year. But we have a game on this list that's lower than that from this year.
Oh yeah, I remember which one.
Yeah, probably. I think
And,
that's because
there's-
scientists gave it a 0.
No, I believe I gave it 1.
Oh.
Oh, maybe I did give it a 0.
No, you did give it a 0.
yeah, I did. It deserved the 0 though.
This is bottom of the barrel stuff. I think it's fun that we gave this game a 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
In 2021, at our end of year retrospective, we talked about the 5 worst games we did that year.
Yeah.
And the lowest of that list was 5.
Oh, wow.
And then the rest were 7 or 8.
I believe
So-
Madden got a 6.
I can pull this back. Let's take a look.
I believe it too. But 3 is pretty impressive. There you
Madden
go.
did get a 6. I had a good memory on that. Jesus Christ. Oh, I think we might be due for another sports game career simulator one that's coming. Anyway, if we got nothing else to say about this big, huge, steaming piece of shit, then let's go ahead and move into our favorite segment of every week, which is Dr. Syintist Classic 90s Album.
Kick on the jukebox. We're gonna rock out. Yeah.
How'd you know I was picking Springsteen?
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
With your jeans and American flag. That's what Springsteen is, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So every week we ask Dr. Syintist for a 100% guaranteed amazing 90s album recommendation, and he has never let us down, doesn't even have a possibility of doing such. So this week, Dr. Syintist, what do you got that isn't Bruce Springsteen?
Well, first I got an honorable mention.
Okay.
Oh.
After we talked about it last week, I listened to Judgment Night. And it's a great soundtrack. Everybody should listen to it.
Listen to that on the car on your way home.
Yes, and it was amazing.
All right.
You forget how awesome like heavy metal alternative goes with hip hop when it's done by two awesome bands.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So listen to the Judgment Night soundtrack.
Okay.
All right, for the real episode, not the honorable mention, the album from this week was released on August 27th, 1991. Here's the trivia. It would have topped the U.S. album charts in 1992, but it only made it to number 2 because Billy Ray Cyrus was number 1 the entire time.
Fucking Cyrus, dude. Cyrus the Virus.
Which sucks because it's like the only good album from this band.
Only good album from this band in 1991 that would have been huge if Billy Ray Cyrus.
Well, it was huge, but Billy Ray Cyrus was huger.
Oh, sure. Huger. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, Billy Ray Cyrus spent 17 weeks on number 1, so this never made it.
And you're saying that this is the only good album by this band?
Yes. Man, they have like 1.5 good albums, but this is the best one.
I'm gonna
Everything
say
else is trash.
Stone Temple Pilots Core.
Ugh. No, Stone Temple Pilots is awesome. But you're close.
Okay.
Chumbawamba Tub Thumping.
No.
I was gonna be so fucking pissed if you got that. So fucking pissed if it was fucking Chumbawamba. I was gonna be so mad.
They just stopped touring like a year ago.
Of course. I knew that.
All right. Now, these lyrics, you'll get it.
All right.
Okay.
I take a walk outside. I'm surrounded by some kids at play. I can feel their laughter, so why do I sear? Oh, and twisted thoughts that spin round my head. I'm spinning, how quick the sun can drop away. Maybe you won't get it, because I really said it not to the cadence of the song this time, which was amazing.
Soundgarden?
Yeah, I was going to say Black Hole Sun.
That's super unknown as the name of the album.
Yeah,
but
but
no, that's not
sounded
it.
like...
That's not it.
Oh, damn it. That's my guess. I got it wrong. What do you got?
I mean, you both said it.
Oh, yeah, I got no idea.
Man, I can't believe you guys didn't get this. The most overrated band of all time.
Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam.
10, yes. I knew if I said the most overrated band of all time, you'd get it instantly.
Yeah, we would have got... Is it 10?
Yes, it's 10.
Oh,
10.
When you were giving that clue, honestly, my first thought was Alice in Chains.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I think that would have been a fun little throw around because, you know, Lane Staley passed away. So when he said it's only good albums, because he was the only one where he was alive.
No, I said it because Pearl Jam is the most overrated band ever. And before anybody cries about it, I didn't say they were bad. They're just their fans are just annoying.
Oh, so it's the fans.
Yes, it is the fans.
Okay.
But 10's a good album. 10 is a great album. Why couldn't
10's a great album. It's a great album.
Why couldn't they make other albums like this instead of the trash they released after?
I don't know. Versus was okay.
Yeah, that was the other half album I talked about.
Yeah, they're 10 verses.
Vitology.
And then after that, I mean, Vitology was whatever. No Code was...
Yeah, I don't know. I never listened to that one. I stopped.
Then after that, I
Vitology.
stopped paying attention.
Yeah, and apparently they've been releasing albums for the last 25 years.
Really? No.
They released a whole shitload of live albums.
Yeah.
Like every concert they recorded and fucking released.
Like, oh, that's right. Didn't they do a year where they released like 20 albums?
Yeah.
From live shows? Or some shit like that?
Yeah, who are they? Grateful Dead? Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my God, there's so many albums.
That's
anyway.
another overrated band, but we're not going to talk about that.
Let's not get into it.
That's top 5 overrated.
Like the Beatles.
But yes, Pearl Jam 10. Listen, that's easily their best album. Listen to it this week.
What were the lyrics from Jeremy?
Black. It's I take a walk outside, I'm surrounded by.
I don't remember that at all.
No, me neither. I should have went with Jeremy.
I didn't want to take it from Jeremy because I thought that would be easy.
I thought it was from Jeremy.
Oh, what was the other song that was really huge off that album?
Oh, there was
Alive.
Yeah.
Even Flow. Those are great songs.
Yeah, they're all good songs.
Yeah, man.
Black is a fantastic song. I don't know if it ever released.
I used to have this awesome Pearl Jam t-shirt, and it looked like there was a piece of paper taped to the back, and people were always like, you got something taped to your back. I was like, nah, man.
I'm just cool.
That's part of the shirt.
I'm just cool. Awesome. All right, well, there it is. Pearl Jam, fucking 10. That's going to take us then to our favorite segment of every week, which is Chump Slaps. Who would win in a fight?
Ding, ding.
Left or right? Who's winning this fight?
Nice. Every week we ask Chump Slap 3 who would win the fight questions, one from the game we just talked about, one from gaming in general, and one from history. This game was pretty fucking light, so I'm going to throw a complete hypothetical at you.
Okay.
The two other soldiers that weren't Marichenko fighting each other. Who do you think wins? Feel free to make up backstories.
I'll go with, I don't even remember what they look like or anything.
One had a beard.
It was Dwayne.
That's all I got.
One was Dwayne.
And the other was...
He was a kickboxer. His parents divorced, so he joined the Marines.
Oh, yeah. And the other one
he was an explosives expert.
Fucking hates his dad.
Yeah.
Hates him.
He does. The other one was an orphan
Yeah.
who learned
That was
fighting
Hank.
on the streets of New Orleans.
Yeah. Hank.
Yep.
Henry Robinson was his name.
He tried to get into film and cinema, but he only wrote script for Pauly Shore movies, and none of them got picked up.
Yeah.
But
In the 80s.
Yeah. Way ahead of his time.
Yeah, he was visionary.
And I forgot to mention that Dwayne was a top tier kickboxer in high school.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I think Dwayne did not win.
So Hank won.
Hank wins because Hank's got that street toughness
Yeah, he did.
that
grow
you
up
just
on
can't learn. You know?
That's true. But he was hardened by his parents getting divorced.
Yeah, but that just made him a little too emotional.
You can't fight with emotion.
No, you have to fight with raw, hard street knowledge. And Hank had it by the bucketful.
Yeah, you're right.
I gotta agree. It's Hank.
All right.
I think
Hank
it was
wins.
always Hank. We just didn't want to.
Yeah, now that I think about it, it was an easy question.
Okay, well, I got another one for you from gaming in general, which is a little bit harder, and you might have to think about it a little bit more.
Okay.
This fight is GLaDOS from Portal 2,
Right.
or 1.
Or
Which one?
both.
Both?
Yeah, she's in both.
Versus the Z-shaped Tetris block. Who do you got?
Get the fuck out of here. GLaDOS, obviously. Because GLaDOS is just amazing. She would just make that fucking Z-shaped block want to kill itself. Just talk shit to it all the time, and it would just not want to move anymore. It would stop falling. It would just hang up at the
It
top.
would just defy gravity and go back up into the fucking pile.
Yep. It would just cause a pile up at the top, and you'd lose every time.
There you go. GLaDOS, I guess. All right, fine.
Well, GLaDOS is like my favorite fucking antagonist ever.
I just don't think you should underrate the Z-shaped Tetris block. What do I know? This is your thing.
Z-shaped one always fucks me up. I always like miss a spot or something stupid.
Yeah, that's why it's one of history's greatest villains.
It's true.
And then fighting from history, I just went real obscure with this one. Who do you think would win a fight between a cowboy and a knight in shining armor? Just in general, no specific ones.
Fully armed?
Neither has
He
horses,
said shining armor.
both fully armed.
Probably the cowboy.
I'm pretty sure the bullet could go through the...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure even if it wouldn't, it'd be enough
It would
to
hurt.
fucking really confuse the knight. I mean,
This is my boomstick!
the knight's just gonna be like, "Oh my god, it's a god I'm fighting." Look at him throwing these little pieces of lead at me so fast.
It's Magneto, the knight would say.
Yeah.
And how does he know how to work that fucking rope like that? What is that all about?
Yeah, all he'd have to do is lasso.
Why aren't we using rope?
In your mind, the cowboy brings the lasso to this fight.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
he's gonna lasso his legs and fucking knock him over. You know how hard it is to get up out when you have shining armor?
Then hog tie him and probably say something racist.
Yeah,
That's how the cowboy would do it.
exactly. And that's
I don't
why the
think the
cowboy
knight
would
would
win.
be any less racist.
That's fair.
It's
That's
true.
a fair
All right.
point. I think the knight would be more classist.
Yeah, well,
Be like, fuck
yeah.
you poor piece of shit. But what do I know?
Yeah, I don't know. So I'd say, yeah, the cowboy would have to win because cowboys were just,
They had guns.
they didn't give a fuck. And they had guns.
Yeah.
You saw Indy, right?
Yeah, right?
All right, well, let's say someone had a lot of thoughts about how a knight could destroy a fucking cowboy, even though, obviously they're wrong. Where would they send that email to, Sir Chump Slap?
Send it to plottytime@gmail.com. I'll read it and respond because that's what I does.
Absolutely. And if you want to get to us faster on the socials, where would they do that, Dr. Scientist?
At Plottytime on Instagram and Twitter. And stop by our subreddit and look at the fan pics of Poppascotch mukbanging mashed potatoes and Taco Bell.
Ooh.
Oh, God, I can't wait.
And we will check the Twitter this time, I swear.
We will check Twitter, and I will make an effort to look at the Instagram. I've been very horrible at that. I will try. I know I've said that 8 times. I will. And then if you want to get to us, go to eBay. Go to plottytime.com. You can go to our eBay storefront and buy shit there. That really helps us out. Or go to YouTube, like and subscribe there. also helps us out. That does it for us. So as always, shout out Blaine J, shout out Drago the Slago, shout out Handman, shout out the beautiful man Luis Guzman. Don't trust Dr. Syintist, and we'll talk to you next time. Peace.
Peace.